What's going on, team? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope that you guys are all having a great start to your Thursday morning. Today is November 21st, and it is time to share our screen. So today is the not TD Ameritrade. Today is the natural gas report. It comes out 1 hour after the market opens. And we're pretty excited about that. It's in about 28 minutes. So in 28 minutes, a report comes out. It either goes up or down, and this has either a positive or negative influence on natural gas. So if you are trading one of the correlating ETFs, make sure that you guys understand that I don't hold during the report. I close out the position, as I don't like to, either seek the benefit of the push, right, or accept the potential loss that it has to offer. I like to trade the recovery. So I just want to make sure that that's super clear. And that we understand that. So right now we're getting a lot of consolidation on natural gas. This is kind of what we got going on. Natural gas was showing signs of a pretty aggressive sell-off, and this sell-off did not happen. This was not all during the pre-market session. So natural gas began to recover. It was actually looking a little bullish, if anything. And it wasn't until it really began to hit a resistance at 2.63. It began to really consolidate, and then it broke below the middle VWAP and began to make lower lows right around 4:30, where it actually began to sell off was right around 5 o'clock this morning. And again, that's Mountain Standard Time. So if you're in Pacific Standard Time, that would have been 4:30. If you're in the East Coast, that would have been 7:30. But as of right now, it had a very, very aggressive sell-off. It began to push up, and then right now, one of the things that we're seeing is a lot of consolidation around this general SMA line. So I'm going to go ahead and see what this thing has to offer. It looks like we're approaching this middle VWAP, but again, we're still really consolidating on natural gas. Let's see. Do you guys kind of see what's going on? So on the 1-day, 1-minute chart, it looks like the MACD is in favor of /NG, which in a sense is natural gas, right? When it comes down to the 1-day, 5-minute chart, it actually looks a little bit more on the overextended side. So pick your side on which pattern or which time frame you think is the most effective. As of right now, it looks like it's definitely still trying to push up. We got DGAS riding 125 and around 125.60. So it's kind of all over the place. This would be in the very early stages of a potential reversal. So did you take any positions today? What do you guys think? Did I hold something overnight? Have I opened a position? What do you all think? I want to get your guys' input. Am I waiting after the natural gas report? You think I held overnight? You took all positions. So likely no. Sometimes you pre-market trade. Yeah, sometimes I do. No, I definitely do sometimes from time to time. Waiting for the report? No way. So I want to go ahead and I'll show you. I did take a position. I didn't hold anything overnight. I'm down 131 right now. I actually have an open position. Ooh, and it's really beginning to sell off. So natural gas is pushing up. I have a position on DGAS. Just so you guys can see, I took the position literally a couple minutes before we went live. I saw potential on DGAS. I was actually up a little bit, but it began to change direction. So my first position was at 755, and right now it's 806. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought if I actually took an open position. But wow. Looks like joke's really on me today. Here we go. Natural gas changing direction for sure. Wow. Oh, it's because I said I took an open position on natural gas, and then they're like, oh, okay, Ricky's in DGAS. Time to switch it up. Totally kidding. But wow, this one's going to be a hefty loss. This one's going to hurt a little bit. Whoa. I did not see any form of news to be shared to cause that push up, but again, it kind of has a mind of its own right now, so I'm going to have to do my part and just get out. Can we pull back a little bit? Oh, it's still looking bullish. Let's see. Natural gas looking like it peaked, but potentially still going to continue to try to uptrend. Let's see, can we pull back a little bit more? Maybe I should just learn my lesson from last week, right? Or not from last week, from yesterday. Wow. It really switched directions. Okay. Nope, doesn't want to fill me. Let's see. About what percentage might you guys rise? That makes no sense. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean? Are you talking about the report? Because if that's what you're asking, then it's still unknown, right? If anyone knew what it could rise or drop, it's different. Every report, it moves a different amount depending on what the expectation was and what the actual inventory is. One and eight. All right, all right. Natural gas looking bullish. Ooh. Come on, homie. All right. Well, I kept losses. I kept it under. What the heck? Why do I still have 2 shares? Okay, well, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I still have my overall loss under $200, which is what I like to, keep my max loss on or at. I did not expect it. My position size was not even that great. You guys could just see that there's a quick change of direction. We have 17 minutes until the report comes out. So that was, although pretty exciting with, that movement. It looks like it's already beginning to try to recover. Natural gas just, I don't know if you guys, I thought I already sold 2, that's why. I thought I already had sold 2, so maybe that's why. I guess not. So one of the things that I've noticed on natural gas is literally almost as soon as the market opens, there tends to be a quick change of direction. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. When it comes down to, when the market opens and the direction that it had before, right? There tends to almost always be a change of direction. And this can be very frustrating at times because, you see a pattern, you try to take advantage of that opportunity, and then it quickly changes direction. Natural gas was selling off, you go into it, and again, I think maybe it's been this week. This week I've really been struggling to even on Monday. You guys saw on Monday, I started off red, right? Then I recovered green. But I don't like that. I don't like starting off, well, no one does, right? But maybe I just need to be a little bit more selective and not even with a smaller position size, because that's been a big focus of mine, of taking a smaller position size. And yeah, my losses are not huge, but it's still bummy, right? And I think that we can all agree it's still bummy to start off red, because then you just have that mindset of okay, well then now I have to recover. And that's not essentially the approach that I want. It's just, I want to take 1 or 2 trades, hit my daily goal, and then move on with the day. At least that's the goal. And that's something that we have to work towards. But one of the things I'm noticing is maybe I should really be a little bit more focused when, the direction is super clear and not so much on a potential reversal, right? So that's definitely something that I'm going to try to pay a little bit more attention to, and then follow up with that. So it's just, it's just the word of I don't know. So kind of off topic, but do you get any weird looks or comments when you cash a deposit check of $230,000? I've always been curious. Devin, well, for all those, I go to pretty much the same bank every single time I visit, right? So I actually got my check yesterday for the hard money loan that I did, right? If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys would have seen it. And I don't get weird looks because I go there so often that I know literally almost every person that works there. I'm very familiar and very friendly with, the representatives that help manage my accounts and stuff like that. So I think, to put it into perspective, Devin, if you're someone that buys and resells something, right, and you're continuously going in and out of the bank, they become more familiar with you, with what your business is, and how maybe they can be of service to make it a little bit easier for you. At least that's been my experience. So how much did you make on the loan? I didn't make that much. I made nearly $7,000. I'm not saying that that's not a lot of money. I'm not saying, that's not what I mean at all. I'm saying that for the amount that I had in, it wasn't necessarily for the money. So I made $6,700 and something dollars. It's still a great ordeal money. It's more money than I need. So I think I did it within 3 months. I didn't do anything. I just lent out the money and then I got it back. So percentage wise, it's not a ton. Agreed. Yeah. How often do people think your cars are your parents? I would say pretty often. It doesn't, I get comments on social media that are more aggressive or more mean, right? Than what people can say to me in person, right? People usually ask, is it my parents, or they ask what I do. And I either tell them that, I day trade in the stock market, I film videos or whatever it is I want to tell them that I do. I invest in real estate. I switch it up from time to time because I don't know. I don't want to like explain everything it is that I do, right? Just like all of you guys, when they ask you what is it that you guys do, you guys I'm sure are very spread out with what it is that you guys do. So yeah. All right, guys, there it goes. Natural gas making lower lows. That's in favor of D-gas. D-gas pushing back up. People. Alberta. Yeah. No, I mean, YouTube is infamous for that, right? People will make videos or make comments about anything, but it's social media. So over time, it becomes less and less relevant. So made $700 on HEPA. Nice. I like that. I like that, Kyle. We're still waiting for the report, right? I would like to. Yeah, so 12 minutes until the report comes out. Schwab is going to eat TD Ameritrade. Oh yeah, there's a merger, right? Charles Schwab talked about buying out. I didn't think Charles Schwab was that big, but I thought TD Ameritrade was a little bigger. That's my mistake. I like that, Roger. I see. You should have called him a little bit sooner. Why are you blurry today? Am I? I didn't know I was. Apologize. Refresh your browser. Yeah, mine. Yeah, not blurry for me. I think it might be on your side. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like I'm good. All right, so it looks like natural gas pulled back to that middle VWAP. I just want a friendly little reminder. Natural gas, although it was selling off during, right before the market opened, one of the things that we have been noticing is that it's been trying to make this upward staircase pattern. I don't know if it's going to hold above the middle VWAP, but I'm just saying that it wouldn't be such a surprise, and I think that we can all agree on that if it does find a support around this general area, right? So if it finds a support and then begins to push up. So don't be afraid to lock in profits, especially if you're green. One of the sayings that we have that we love to remind you is no one goes broke by locking in profits. Yeah, you might miss out on a couple dollars, but nothing worthwhile. So I'm going to sell the additional 2 shares that I have. So where can I sell it? Let's do 12499. Let's sell all 2 shares there. Ooh, look at that. All right, can we fill? Yeah, that would be really exciting, Kyle. I'm not too sure if it'll play out that way, but yeah. There it goes. Sold my 2 shares. Boom, boom, boom. 190. It didn't even move. There it goes. 125.23. Nine minutes. No more commission for those 2 shares. I agree. Natural gas looking like an upward staircase. Yeah, that's what we're pointing out right now with this overall upward trend, uptrend pattern. But we'll see if it actually fulfills itself. We don't know if it's going to do it. So I have no idea, Jared. I don't like to say that or guess because I know people will try to like follow what it is that I say, and I have no understanding. Like I have no open position, right? I have no open position, and that's for a reason because I do not know. I can hope for something. I can think something's gonna happen, but at the end of the day, that's a hopeful trade, and that's not what we're here to do, right? I should have done a better job. I get so upset when I start out red. A little bummy, but we'll see. There it goes. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. Natural gas F20. That's what I'm looking at. What are your travel plans with the Tech Buds team? We're going to Arkansas next month for Weston's birthday, so that's pretty exciting, right? Weston's turning 24, and he wants to be at his hometown with his college friends. So we're gonna all fly out over there, and then I might surprise my girlfriend with a last minute trip. We'll see. I don't know if we'll have enough time by the end of the year just because of the holidays. But I was thinking of like taking a quick little trip to Europe. Flights are super cheap right now, and I'm not. It might sound fancy, right, to go to Europe. It's like $350 round trip, so or $450 round trip to Spain, to Barcelona, Spain, if I'm not mistaken. So natural gas just made lower lows. Degas trying to push up. Ricky getting married? No, not at all. It's not a surprise for her now. Well, she's not part of Learn Plan Profit, so ooh, big sell off. Ooh, look at that, 126. Oh, where is this coming from? The report's not until 5 minutes. Wow, that would have been a nice little position. Should have just held, Ricky. Come on. All right, guys, don't be afraid to lock in profits. Just a reminder, the report's going to come out, so it doesn't mean that it's going to go in your favor. Of course, it would be great, but it doesn't mean it will, right? Wow, that was pretty dramatic. Look at that, still selling off. There it goes. Wow, that's a little bummy. What happened? Ricky, did you make more money trading with 30K than 100K? No, I definitely made more money trading with 100K, but it was much less enjoyable. It was much more stressful too, and it wasn't like yeah. But there was, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but there's weeks where I was nearly making. There's like a 2 to 3 week period where there was only 2 weeks that I got really really close to 20K within a week, and that's right a great deal of money. With trading with what's it called, 30 to 40K, I aim for like 2,500, so it's a little different. Yeah, I had a 10K day. I had almost an 11K day, so that helped out a lot. But then it became a little bit more inconsistent towards like September and October. So All right, guys, we got 3 minutes left until the report comes out. So I've had 5 days in a row trying to get a perfect week. First of all, Brendan, that's super exciting. One of the things that I have made a mistake on, and I've been in that position, is when you're trying to force 5 green days in a row, right? You struggle to almost manage your risk. Just remember that you could always recover. And at the end of the day, yes, that is a very glorified, streak. I want to remind you that it's not going to matter that much 5 years from now, right? If you had a 5-day winning streak. So don't allow yourself to discourage yourself by holding something longer than you should, right? Allow that opportunity to present itself, have a plan, have some form of risk management, and just stay structured. Enjoy the process. And I'm super, super happy to hear that you're doing well. So I think that's why we're all here, right? Wow, that thing picked up quickly. Look at that. It dropped down to nearly 125 and then picked right back up to 126. Will you make a video on your opinion on the merger from TD Ameritrade and Charles Schwab? That's a pretty huge merger, don't you think? As a brokerage, felt like TD Ameritrade was already huge. Charles Schwab was, yeah. That's a huge. Wow, look at that drop on Diaz. Hopefully you guys locked in profits. All right, we have 40 seconds left. Did they allow the merger go through? Usually they don't, right? Like they didn't let like AT&T and T-Mobile. Look at that. Look at that volatility. Ooh, this is kind of scary. This volatility is unreal. It's right back at 126 after it touched 125 1 minute ago. You just know the report's going to come out. 15 seconds left until the report comes out. Again, close your positions or forever hold your peace. There it goes. Just broke above 126. My TD Ameritrade is lagging. Huge drop on DGAS. Wow. I really hope you guys locked in profits. Good thing I sold those 2 shares, right? Jesus. Woo. This is about a 3% push. What is this? Almost 4%. This is pretty dramatic. Yeah, oh man. Plan more, profit more. All right. It looks, again, these reports can sometimes, and the effect that it has can sometimes last a couple minutes, can sometimes last an hour or two, and can sometimes last the entire day, right? It doesn't mean that natural gas is going to at all pull back. I mean, it definitely makes sense on why it would. So forecast, actual, okay. That was a solid push. I'll take that 200. Okay. Well, it sounds like some of you guys locked in profits. I'm happy to hear that. I appreciate that, Jose. We got Pascal sharing it too. Thank you guys again. Yep, that's right, Adrian. I know it's you can. Ooh, look at that push! Look at that push! Breaking 123. Wow, look at that, 123. Natural gas is pulling back. That's in favor of degas, right? There it goes. I'm just still. You guys know that the report just came out. I don't like trading it right after. Um, I wouldn't mind taking a small position, but one of the things that we see happen pretty often is just because of this volatility, this thing can 100% just continue to sell off. And although it looks great and it's right now picking a lot of momentum up as natural gas pulls back, um, I would say natural gas is a little aggressive for me right now. I don't know if you guys could agree, but I'm definitely not trying to make it or break it, right? I have a small loss that I have pretty controlled. It looks great. I want degas to cover, but there it goes, approaching 124. That was a pretty quick recovery. FOMO over here. Yeah, well, it happens, right? The contract that it follows. All right, so now we're approaching this EMA line in the middle VWAP. We'll see if we actually get rejected for natural gas. This is how natural gas is looking right now. Where's it at? Oh my god. There it goes, bouncing off that EMA line. It looks like it's trying to. We'll see if it actually does. So this is a little pullback for degas. But again, I would just say that if you're new to trading, if this is your first report or your first couple of reports that you've experienced, there's nothing wrong with just watching, right? Especially if the volatility, if the movement that's happening is too much. The spread between the bid and the ask on degas is pretty big, so I could see why you might not feel comfortable trading it. Again, it doesn't matter how much other people are making or anything like that. It's if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. You're not here to impress anyone. Just enjoy the process. So, all right. There it goes, picking back up. It's trying to. Will it hold? Natural gas pulling back. Natural gas dropped below the EMA line. And there it goes. Back at 124.50. Whoa. Hey, what's going on, Chase? Yeah, I did. He was telling me about you. He drives a Camaro SS, right? So, yeah. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. That's so cool. Here it goes. Natural gas pulling back with a huge pullback. Dude, this recovery, this does not normally happen this quickly. And I think for all those that have watched natural gas reports before, you guys are probably like, what the heck is going on? I did not expect this quick of a recovery. It almost happened right away. So, yeah, Diaz is picking up some traction. So, pretty crazy. Yeah, Roger. /GC, continuous descending pattern. Looks like it's trading between the middle and bottom VWAP. It's a descending pattern, and I think it's pretty easy to see kind of like the low points, the high points, the low points, the high points, the low points, the high points, and where it's going to sell off. So right now it looks like it's descending, so it's not something that I would particularly want to focus too much of my attention to. Maybe the inverse ETFs. There it goes. Wow. All right, natural gas, again, consolidating. Just one of the things that I want to point out is that the MACD is, again, trying to form some form of support. And if it continues this upward staircase pattern, that means that Diaz is about to pull back. So again, please be safe. Please be specific with what it is that, where you guys choose to enter, where you guys choose to exit. And natural gas is very, very aggressive today. So if you guys wanted to take the day off, if you guys wanted to maybe not trade it or allow it to kind of cool off, I could 100% see why. So there's no reason to rush the process. Again, you're not here to prove yourself to anyone. Enjoy it. So it came in. Where did Ricky enter? What's going on, King C? I took a position and I ended up cutting losses on it, so 190. And then the natural gas report was released. I didn't trade it. It pushed up. It recovered super quick. And then now it's kind of just consolidating. So we'll see if it begins to push up and make higher highs. But it looks, if it continues, we'll see if UGAS and natural gas continues to stay bullish. So we'll kind of leave it at that. And that's really just it. I think I have a little... All right. Anything else that I can answer for you guys before we head on out? I think we should all be good, right? So natural gas, it's not really making higher highs right now. So, but again, it's literally been, 10 minutes since the report's been out. So nothing crazy. So Vinny, you're saying that you want to move funds to TD Ameritrade. You currently have 21K and you want to hit 25K. I think that you should take it upon yourself and see if you can hit. I think it's much more well earned when you hit 25K for the first time. You could fund it and yeah, that'd be great, but you don't kind of like get to experience that reward. If you think that you can work with it and you can do well with it, then why not challenge yourself? I think that's the beautiful part of being a day trader, is if you think you're up for the test, to challenge yourself and to see what you can make of it. But again, if your risk management isn't there and stuff like that, then maybe even, hopefully you're not trading with the full 25K, right? Just because your account balance is that much doesn't mean that you have to trade with that much. So, but yeah, guys, I got some bad news. I ran out of peanut butter and jelly. Or I ran out of bread. So no more peanut butter and jelly in the mornings, but we'll have to try to make the most of it. So hello from Fresno. What's going on, Luis? Or Lewis, right? You mess with Chipotle every day, so you didn't run out of hot milk. No, we always got some of that. So really do appreciate you guys' time. I'll keep you guys up to date in the trade idea section on what I'm kind of paying attention to. And then we'll kind of go from there. So we'll see if we could recover. But again, let's allow that opportunity to present itself. And it looks like natural gas is selling off once again. It's pulling back. It's getting rejected by that EMA line. We'll see if it makes lower lows. All right, guys, appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take